Morning, Tails. That's better. Coffee's just about ready.
Have you heard anything from Chris yet?
He's still working on repairing that portal. He's working as fast as he can, but he better work fast enough if we're gonna get back home and out of this time mashup fiasco. I can at least open my shop while I wait. Man, how did I ever find myself running this business? I was never that deep into the music industry back when I guarded the Master Emerald for a living. When we get back home, the first thing I'm gonna do is make sure Eggman hasn't swiped it yet again.
Maybe he already has. With the portal broken, it would be easier for him to make his move without us getting in his way.
Sad, but true.
Hey Knuckles, breakfast is ready. You better come get it if you want some.
Nah, we're good. Tails and I will get our own breakfast in a minute.
Come on, dude. I know we're in a tough spot right now, but if you're not coming over, at least try to have a fluent conversation with me.
If I had something to say, I'd say it right now, but I do not. That is all.
That was kinda harsh, Knuckles.
Yeah, well, it won't be easy for me to completely cool off. He's right that we're in a tough spot, and it really sucks that we can't do anything about it right now.
Wario? Waluigi? Where are those two? What's this? Gone for now. We'll be back soon with a surprise. Have a rotten day.
Hurry up and let us in. We've got something for you.
What could they possibly have that I would find beneficial?
This was too easy to steal.
What? You actually snatched the Master Emerald just like that?
Yeah, no one was there. This was a flawless exploit.
No one was there? How?
We knew something was off when those do-gooders did not return from their show at the Mushroom Land last night.
We snuck into Roger's workshop and overheard him saying the portal is broken on the other end. That should keep our enemies away for now. They won't return until it's too late.
So, now that we have the Master Emerald, you have the chance to use it to give the roboticizer the power it needs to roboticize this planet. I'm sure that this time, no one can prevent it.
As brilliant as that sounds, there may be consequences. Doing it too soon will cause many others to come directly at me and ask for a fight. Instead, I will ask for one. I will challenge someone of high authority and demand they hand the rule over to me. And when they collapse of exhaustion and realize they cannot defeat me, then I will roboticize this world as the grand finale.
Are you sure you want to hesitate again? You know what happened the last few times.
Zip it! I know what I'm doing. And I know just the person to challenge.
I cannot understand what is keeping Sally. She said she would return around this time, but she is nowhere to be found. The trade disputes with Princess Peach surely could not be taking much longer. What is going on?
Is this thing on? Hear me out, Mobotropolis! I have the Master Emerald and the Roboticizer at my disposal. And your so-called saviors are not here to prevent my new plan. I can roboticize this world in mere seconds. But this time, I will have a more entertaining way of doing it. Let's see if you lowly peasants are man enough to stop me.
Lowly peasants? These are the people you led into battle long ago when we fought side by side in friendship. You cannot do this, Julian. If there is still good in you, then you have the chance to turn back.
Turn back? I turned my back on you for the best reasons. The Julian you once knew is gone. There only exists Dr. Eggman. Evil genius! I will be sure to see you crawling your way to my lair and groveling at my feet begging for mercy. I can afford to be lenient, but you only get your mercy when you give me your throne. The choice is yours, Maximillian.
Then it's settled. We are now at war. I hope you are willing to accept this very important duty, Vector. I, along with all of Mobius, depend on you.
Okay, so what's the task?
You are to guard this door with your life. Do not let anyone approach it under any circumstance.
It just looks like a broom closet to me. It doesn't seem like a big deal. But if being a detective has taught me anything, it's that nothing is as it seems.
What lies beyond that door is highly classified. It contains a secret that Julian, or Eggman, or whatever he calls himself these days, must never know about. Should he gain access to it, my rule is threatened. Please take this task seriously, with no further questions asked until later.
You can count on me. Vector the Protector is on the job.
Thank you. Antoine, have you prepared the Sword of Acorns?
Secrets in the closet, eh? Must be a bigger crown or something.
This really sucks. The portal still isn't ready, Eggman has probably swiped my Master Emerald, and it's all thanks to you, Sonic!
Oh, so now you want to point fingers? Is this what you've been holding back this whole time?
You know, I'm actually starting to remember when I wasn't a dullard. I was actually able to think for myself.
Dude, how can you claim to have been able to think for yourself if you let Eggman manipulate you? Multiple times!
See, it starts all over again! I'm having difficulty thinking! What am I supposed to do?
Look, I'm sure you'll be able to think more clearly once I fix this mess. I already promised I would reverse all the damage done to the timelines, but until I do, you can stop judging me about it!
If you're faster than all of us combined, then why don't you fix that portal? You could get it all done in a flash, right? Why aren't you even trying?
Because I'm not a tech whiz, okay?
Both of you, stop it! We really don't need any senseless arguing.
You stay out of this. Why don't you go make yourself useful instead of being the damsel in distress?
Excuse me?
What, like you didn't see it coming when that Prince Cobra almost had you? Or when Bowser captured you in one fell swoop? Come on, everyone saw that. Ow! Lay off, dude!
Why don't you lay off her? You have no right to speak to her that way for any reason!
Sonic, that was not necessary at all.
You know, I'm honestly kinda impressed. This is the first time you've stooped so low to slap me right in the face. It's about time you did something useful with your hands like you do with your feet.
All of you, please stop! I will not allow any bickering here. Knuckles, if you said you've grown up, then act like it. This is not how I know you guys. You all had a better sense of justice than this. I'm gonna need all of you to bury the hatchet right now so we can move on.
Yes, please.
Man, I guess it was my own fault that I wasn't thinking straight. Sally, sorry for mistreating you like that. And, Sonic, even though you slapped me, I did start this argument in the first place. Sorry for judging you too quickly, man.
Sorry for striking out at you like that. It really isn't like me to do that. I shouldn't have stepped out of line.
That's better. I'm gonna go back to fixing the portal now, and I hope to have it ready later tonight.
Best of luck to you, man.
So, is there anything we can do while we wait? Something we can agree on?
Well, SmackDown is on in a few minutes. Can't miss the rumpus in the ring.
You guys go ahead. I'm gonna step outside for some fresh air. I really need some time alone right now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be back soon.
Guess you really need some space. Take the time you need, Sonic.
Thank you. It's come over me. I may be the fastest thing alive, but I wasn't the fastest at thinking if I really want to fix my mistake. I need to make this whole situation a real learning experience. I need to start making the right decisions if I want to keep my friends.
Oh, hey, fancy running into you.
Hey Luigi, is your brother home?
Yeah, he just got off the phone with Chris. I'm heading down to the hardware store to get a couple more things Chris needs. Make yourself at home.
Thank you.
Hey, Sonic. You hanging in there?
Yeah, I just got myself a coffee and I'm trying to keep my cool. There was some tension between me and Knuckles, and I did not behave myself. I normally don't lash out like that.
Hey, everyone makes mistakes sometimes. And it's important that we learn from them and move on. I can't begin to tell you how rough Luigi and I were to each other at times. I had to remind myself how much he means to me as a brother.
I'm still concerned for my friend's safety. After all, this was caused by something that it took me forever to recognize. I still can't really get over the fact that it took me this long to realize what I did to the timelines. It's up to me to fix this.
I know, Sonic. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You understand?
I do. Sure, we may not like where this is going, but we know what must be done.
Who knew doing the right thing could hurt so much?
I know, right? But let's face it, this timeline mashing was beneficial to some of us. I mean, after all, how else could we have all met?
Guess something good did come from my foolish act. Are you sure you want to see all that be taken away?
Like I said, we may not like it, but we gotta go with it. But you'll be happy to know that I'm still proud of you, Sonic. Working side by side with you has been an honor.
Hey, I wouldn't have come this far without you and your brother. You both did great too.
It's our pleasure. Hey, I better get some dinner for us. Would you mind watching the house while I'm gone?
Absolutely. While I'm at it, do you mind if I borrow your office supplies?
Help yourself.
Thanks.
Oh, before I go, I don't want to ask this in front of everyone else, but when you restore the timelines, which one do you think you'll end up going to?
I'll probably go back to the one I came from. Back to the non-whole freedom fighters. I don't know if I'll remember everything that transpired, though.
We may never know.
It's a crazy theory, but I'm very curious. I'm supposed to repair the timelines and send us all back to the ones we came from, but I can't help but wonder about something else. I guess I'll have to see for myself when I finally get my hands on the time stones. This has to work.
I've been rowing all day. No food, no shelter, no sign of civilization. Makes me want to squash that hedgehog even more the next time I see his sorry face. He is so gonna get it. Both him and those plumbers. What's that? Is that a kingdom I see? That must be Mobotropolis. Lucky me. Something's going on over there. Looks like Eggman is in battle with the king. I'll sneak into the throne room while he's distracted. He won't see me steal the kingdom for myself. By the time the battle is over, it will be too late.
How much longer is this gonna be? I've got half a mind to take a little peek at what's behind that door. But orders is orders.
But perhaps you wouldn't mind if I took a peek myself?
Well, get a load of you! What should I call you?
The name is Bowser, King of the Koopas. And soon, King of this filthy world.
Bowser, huh? I was told you were shorter than that. Whoa! Watch what you're doing! That's some really hot stuff!
I wouldn't mind burning this kingdom to the ground.
Once I seize control, I will reshape it in my glorious image.
Then I suppose we should settle this score. Reptile to reptile.
Show me what you're made of, Leatherhead. What is this?
Is that what I've been guarding this whole time?
It's beautiful. It's like a whirlpool of liquid gold and silver. It's worth a fortune.
I think that pool is the fortune, meaning it's sacred and must not fall into the wrong hands.
And if it's not the crown that I need to become king, then perhaps it's this. I can take over this kingdom in mere seconds. Time to take a little dip.
Get away from there!
Hey! Hands off the tail!
What? Yeah!
Let's go already!
No, gotta do my job!
Oh! Did you have to bite me?
That's what crocodiles do, right?
Get out of my way before I make a suitcase out of you. Oh.
Hold it right there, rapscallion. The secret chamber is off limits.
I don't suppose you have a doctor I can afford?
There is only Dr. Quack, but don't expect him to take it easy on you. Take him away.
So, you found what lies beyond the door.
It was a mistake. Honest, it was.
Don't consider it a mistake. At least now you know exactly why this task is crucial. Only if one is worthy of being dipped in the secret pool of gold and silver can they rule this kingdom. It happened to me when I was a young lad, and I hope to see it happen to Sally in due time. But where the blazes is she?
I don't see the king anymore. Show yourself, Max! Are you trying to sneak attack me? Or are you cowardly retreating back to your precious throne?
Can we activate the roboticizer yet?
In good time, my friends. For now, I am eagerly waiting to see the king hold up the white flag of surrender. And when he finally caves in and hands over his kingdom, I'll roboticize this world as his just reward.
What? What was that?
The security cameras are offline. Someone is trying to infiltrate us. You two better see what's going on out there.
Wait a minute, what will you be doing?
Watching everything. You have a problem with that?
No, it's fine.
Good. Now make your way to the main entrance.
Way to show some disrespect to the boss. That was completely uncalled for.
Look, I'm sorry, okay?
Life forms identified.
What?
Targets acquired. Combat mode engaged.
What kind of robot is that?
Get cover! The stranger is already in full force!
Oh my god! You!
Eggman, surrender the Master Emerald.
It's been a long time, Omega. You better leave now if you don't want to be turned into scrap metal. Oh!
Sorry, Doctor. I'm afraid this new war you've waged is about over.
My grandfather created you, Shadow. Doesn't that make me your rightful owner?
I was created to protect others, not serve madmen such as you.
It doesn't matter. Once I conquer Mobotropolis, you will have no choice but to serve me. I think it's just the right time to begin the next phase of my plan. Uh-oh. So much for waiting to use the roboticizer. Hey!
Call off your SWAT bots, now!
You know, So, if I had to choose between getting pummeled by you or facing the wrath of an angry mob, it's no contest. I give up!
Coward! You didn't think this through, did you?
Apparently not. I thought this would work.
Master Emerald obtained. Mobotropolis is safe.
Good work, Omega. Just be sure not to flash that in front of Rouge. Deliver it back to Angel Island undetected.
Consider it done.
I hope prison treats us fair. I could really use a garlic meal right about now.
You eat what they serve you, you tubby troublemaker!
What? Did you just call me fat?
That is true.
You look quite embarrassed, Julian. What's the matter? Afraid of your own killing machine? Take them away, Antoine.
Bowser, how did you get here?
It's quite an interesting story. But you probably already know how it ends.
I can only imagine.
The feud is now over. Victory is ours.
Indeed it is. And thank you for lending your hand in this battle. Yet something is still amiss. Why is my daughter running extremely late? Has something happened to her?
Okay, that should do it. Now for the moment of truth. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Good! It works like it should. Are you guys ready to go home?
Finally! Thanks, Chris.
And thank you both for the hospitality.
Our pleasure.
Anytime.
Later, dudes.
I'll make my way to the floating island first thing tomorrow. I'll reverse the damage done to the timelines if it kills me. That's a promise. And, you know what? I think you should come with me, Mario.
Me?
Some of your timelines are affected too, right? I want to make sure I'm fixing the problem on your end the right way.
That does sound reasonable. Okay, but that may be the last adventure we'll ever share.
And you won't regret it. Trust me.
Well, if I thought the last time we said goodbye was really the last, this one hits harder. Tomorrow, everything will be all over. For real.
Keep your chin up, Luigi. You still have a happy life ahead of you. So long, everyone.
Take care, Sonic!
Home at last.
Dad!
Sally! You finally returned. What kept you?
It's a long story.
Sit, please. Let us talk about this.
Knuckles! Yeah, you made it!
My man!
Sonic, what is wrong?
I just wish I handled a difficult situation better. I shouldn't have acted rough when Sally wanted me to be rational.
Sonic, you are not the only one who has made mistakes. I've had made plenty back in my day, especially when I was released from the zone of silence. I trusted that madman Cobra to restore my kingdom, but he wanted me to hurt someone innocent in exchange, then leave me with nothing. Sonic, you have improved much upon reuniting the freedom fighters and joining forces with newer friends. You are not too far gone.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Sonic looks rather confident now. He doesn't seem too worried that his job will bring so much change when the timelines are restored. It will soon be over. This is the last night I'll ever spend here. Then before I know it, it's back to where I left off with the freedom fighters.
Stay cool, Sal. Big things are happening soon.